Hey, 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 I'm your ordinary Alfred.
Rest.
Hey there, it's Alfred again. Before we begin, I just want to say I'm new to this space. I'm still learning, but I'm committed to improving and making this work. Help me out, subscribe. Let's get to 100 subscribers. Alright, let's start. I made a build that focuses on regainable health. In my opinion, it's one of the more overlooked mechanics in the game. What is regainable health? Regainable health is a small window of opportunity to regain health right after being hit by an enemy. Health can be regained by damaging an enemy before that window expires. Let's get into some details here. Visually, regainable health is the orange part of the health bar that appears when you get hit. You have about 4 seconds before that orange bar starts to deplete and your regainable health window closes. How much health can you get back? That depends on the following factors. First is your potential regainable health. This is the orange highlight on your health bar when you get damaged. It represents how much health you can gain back within the regainable health window. The higher the regainable health percentage that you have, the longer that orange bar is. That is the reason I call this build Undying, because if you stack the regainable health to more than 100%, you can gain more health than the actual damage you received. The next factor is the amount of damage you deal. A percentage of the damage you deal is converted into regained health. I'm not really sure how much, as the actual number doesn't show. But the more damage you deal within the 4-second window, the faster you fill that orange bar to red. Last is your healing rate. Healing scales the amount of health that you get back. The higher your healing rate is, the more health you gain back with each hit you land. Now let's get into the actual build. For the weapon, I'm using the Brutish Cudgel. It's a two-handed club that scales with strength and faith. I originally intended to use the wooden sword and wooden shield in this build. It would have completed the aesthetic looks of a Squire, as I'm using the Squire mesh armor set. However, I found it harder to fill the regainable health bar with a one-handed weapon as opposed to a two-handed one. The difference in DPS between weapon types really makes a difference in this build. On the runes, the weapon comes equipped with the Crushing Slam. It's a forward-jumping overhead smash with a quick animation sequence, making it a very good gap closer. I put in the Wall Breaker as well, which is a powerful forward-thrusting attack. Also, Seismic Crush, which is great for crowd control, as it knocks down enemies around you. The last one there is Reap, which I honestly added in there just to have no empty rune slot. On the gem slot, I put in the Black Pearl for more healing. On the enchantments, increased attack speed, increased healing, and increased stamina recovery, all based on durability. Increased movement speed as well after rune attacks. The enchants I consider most important here are the healing and stamina recovery. We need to be able to make attacks and regain as much health as possible during the regainable health window. For the plague downside, I rolled health drain in combat. The basic attack combo of this weapon looks like this. The weapon can be charged on the second basic attack and chained multiple times. It also has this unique after dodge attack. The move is very powerful, but it will drain your stamina. For the armor pieces, I'm using an all-magical Squire mesh armor set. We need blue or magical armor pieces for this build, as the regainable health enchant is not on the plagued armor pieces. Except for the body armor, I put in the bloodstone gems for higher regainable health. I put in a black pearl on the body armor to scale healing higher. On the enchantments, more regainable health. Stagger resistance, as we don't want to be staggered during the regainable health window. Increased stamina recovery, and physical damage increase. For the rings, we have Solace Ring, which increases regainable health, Serendipity Ring for more healing, but food healing specifically is applied over time, and the Willow Ring, which increases overall speed by 15% when exalted. you might have noticed that I chose speed over damage increase on the weapon and on the ring. This is more of a personal preference, since I like being able to get in and out of hairy situations. Certainly you can roll increased damage in the weapon, and change the Willow Cap ring to maybe the Fierce ring, or the Ring of Broken Promises if you want to inflict more damage, or the Band of Calmness if you want to cast rune attacks more often. It depends mostly on your playstyle. In total, the regainable health percentage of this build is buffed by 195%. This means we could gain close to twice more health from the damage we take. Although, I'm not sure if regainable health is capped, and if that 195% is over the cap. Once we get a more detailed stat window, we can min-max the stat more effectively. Now let's get to the attributes. 38 on health for more hit points. This is most important as we need to be able to take hits with this build. 17 on stamina to be able to chain 4 basic attacks. Strength and fate to 26 to meet the minimum weapon requirements. And a little on focus and just enough on equipment load to keep us at the normal weight category. What are the drawbacks of this build? First, the regainable health bar does not stack with multiple hits taken. It resets with every subsequent hit you take. This means if you take multiple hits, you won't be able to heal all of the damage taken with only regainable health. And second, no lifesteal. Once the regainable health window expires and you are really low in health, without lifesteal, your only other option is to eat some food, which is sometimes not ideal, especially when you're in the heat of battle. That's it for the build. Continue watching the video. We are on a No Echo Crucible run to really see this build in action. You can also skip to the battle with Cyvion the Echo Knight using the chapter markers below.
No one will tell your story. Hide. The word is
I hope you guys enjoyed watching. For questions, feedback, and suggestions, leave a comment for me. I'll be sure to respond. If you're still on the fence about No Rest for the Wicked, check out this next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.